All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV, how's everybody doing out there? James Harden, Carmelo Anthony, they're soon to be teammates. James Harden was asked, he's at the USA camp, like a lot of the top basketball players in our game. James Harden's at the USA camp, and he was asked about the potential of Carmelo Anthony joining him, Chris Paul, and the Houston Rockets. And James Harden had an interesting take. Now, remember, James Harden is a guy who didn't want LeBron on his team. He was pretty adamant about that at the start of free agency. So for Harden to not want LeBron, he's definitely more receptive of the less of the two in Carmelo Anthony. This is what he said. He said, it's all about communication. Obviously, there's a lot of egos, a lot of talent, but some of that has to be sacrificed for us to get where we need to go. Obviously, everyone in the world knows what Carmelo Anthony brings, how gifted and talented he is, and he still has a lot more to go. If he comes to the Rockets, we will bring the best out of him, and I am sure he will bring the best out of us as well. We all know how easy he can score the basketball. We had conversations with him. That's the most important thing at this point, bringing in Melo or anybody else that's going to be a part of a championship team. You have to have conversations. As long as you communicate, good things can happen. Go back to articles and conversations where people said me and Chris couldn't play together. We had the #1 record in the NBA. Obviously, you can look at our roster or you can look at different players, but you have to be on the court and you have to be in the trenches, be in the war. Eventually, we will figure it out. We have enough leadership in that locker room and a great coaching staff to figure it out. And I think James Harden is absolutely right. You know, we talk about the game of basketball all we want. We do different things on my platform. None of us play. I don't care who the report. Trust me, I work with some of the best reporters in the world at ESPN. They don't play. We don't play the game. James Harden knows what the potential is. And I heard LeBron say this one time, and it probably was one of the realest things I heard about the game of basketball. He was like, I know real hoopers. I know who can play ball and who can't, and what, you know, who's just in the right system, who's really not that good. And it shows, right? So salute to James Harden for being receptive of bringing Carmelo on. I have my doubts. I don't think it's a great fit. But again, this is somebody who didn't want LeBron in Houston, but he definitely wants Melo there. And to update you guys, again, like I told you in previous videos, that Melo to Houston deal is essentially done. Technically, he was on the Atlanta Hawks roster and was not supposed to speak on being officially a member of the Rockets. They're going to figure it out in the next couple of days, and it'll be announced officially. I do want to note that Melo did say to Jamel Hill in a text message that he does not plan to come off the bench for the Rockets or any other team. He still believes he's a starter in his league. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. Please, if you have not done so, please subscribe to this platform if you're watching this video. It's the only way I grow. Thank y'all so much. It's the only way I know what type of videos you guys like, and it truly means the world to me. Please subscribe to my platform, and let's run this thing up. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.